And a very good early evening to everyone, and welcome to some girls soccer action for you here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. My name is Zach Roseman. Glad that you're here with us on a rather warm Thursday evening. Temperatures got up to around 90 degrees today. Starting to cool off a little bit, but definitely warm for late March here in southwestern Illinois. I'd like to welcome you into our pregame coverage here as we've got the Southwestern Conference opener for Collinsville Kahok girls soccer as they welcome Alton to Kahok Stadium. Collinsville will come into today's game with a record of 2-0, wins over Staunton and Jabot on the young season heading into their conference opener. Alton, they come in at 1-1 with a defeat to Father McGivney and a victory over Westland. Their two results so far. Collinsville coached by Jody Munoz. Alton coached by Shayna Lacey. We're going to go ahead and take our first break here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for both teams and the start of action here, all coming up soon on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all local area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Cason, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event. Or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically Pleasing, 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052. The choices you make to celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after losing a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium, used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all the accessories. Rich has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878.
It's probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around St. Louis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the back of our hands.
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahok Sports Network and Kahok Athletics. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth here at Kahok Stadium. Gotten through the pregame introductions here. We'll go ahead and run down the starting lineups For Alton, it will be the sophomore Lila Cowan in goal. In front of her will be Ava Hernandez, Kenzie Stark, Avery Bean, Jillian Dwiggins, Sage Cowan, Renee Durham, Peyton Delahanty, Ellen Anderson, Claire Delahanty, and Grace Massey. For Collinsville, it will be Paige Bonemeyer in goal. In front of her will be Peyton DeHadway, Layla Wilkerson, Rylan Judasak, Ashley Giannini, Quinn Hall, Carly Van Dyke, Addie Muniz, Carly Call, Allison Barrera, and Eliana Cerna. On the other microphone with us today is Josh Roseman. Happy to have you, Josh, for some Southwestern Conference girls soccer.
Yeah, obviously my first girls soccer game of the year, so a lot to look forward to. Obviously a pretty good start for the Kahawks, so interesting to see how we match up in the conference.
All right, Alton out there in the all-white uniforms, numbers in red. Collinsville in the all-purple with white numbers.
Kind of a white gradient on the front.
Yep. Alton will put the ball in play to start, and it will come down onto the foot of Claire Delahanty, the sophomore midfielder / forward, leading scorer for Alton with 2 of the 4 goals they've scored this year in the 2 games. A 7-0 loss to Father McGivney and a 4-1 win over Westglen for Alton so far this year. Alton going with the wind, blowing pretty strongly out of the south, so right to left on your screen as you all are watching, but the Kahawks have possession early. Carly Call with the ball at her feet and trying to work it into the middle for Judasak, but unsuccessful in doing so. And Alton making an attempt to push it forward, but it goes off of the feet of Kenzie Stark, and it will be a throw-in quickly taken by Allison Barrera. Delahanty able to dispossess it from Judasak and make her way forward, but the ball goes out of bounds and it will quickly go back to Collinsville. With kind of cloudy skies, it's pretty warm, as I mentioned in the pregame, as we have a foul called on Alton. So it'll be a free kick from just inside midfield, or actually
I believe Giannini will take it.
Yep. Typically has been Ashley for these deeper free kicks. She launches it forward, and making the run is DeHadway. Coming out to play it is Cowan, but now backing up. Attempted cross into the middle off of the foot of Hall, unsuccessful. And working it up to Barrera, but offsides was the sophomore. So it'll be a free kick for Alton here as we approach 2 minutes gone here. Kind of a 3-1-4-2 look for Collinsville in the formation-wise to start here. Delahanty with possession and trying to push it forward up in the direction of...
With that Stark.
Yes, but too far out in front of her. Throwing quickly coming from Wilkerson up to Barrera. Wilkerson playing left back today in place of that has been Carly Call's position. The other 2 defensive positions have been pretty well locked down by Muniz and Giannini as the ball is pushed forward, trying to find the feet of DeHadway, making her way into the 18-yard box. And the pass intended for Call unsuccessful, and Alton will try and work it forward to Delahanty and up to Sage Cowan. Got a Cowan out in the field and the Cowan in goal. And for those of you who have been following Southwestern Conference soccer over the past few years, that Cowan name should be pretty familiar. There have been a few of them that have come through Alton over the past handful of years. Errant pass by Wilkerson, intercepted by Cowan, and trying to get around Muniz, but Giannini comes over to help and will play it up in the direction of Quinn Hall. Delahanty there knocking it away, and Giannini stepping forward, and will have ball out of bounds into the Kahawks bench, and it will be a throw-in for Collinsville. Alton definitely putting on a little bit more offensive pressure than Collinsville's previous 2 opponents. So We'll see how things go in the proceedings. Throw in from right at midfield taken by Muniz, and Alton attempting to push it forward. Judasak got a foot on it, and was eventually pushed away by somebody wearing a white jersey, and it'll be a throw-in again by Muniz from a little bit farther forward. Pushes it forward, able to find the feet of Duhadway. Duhadway crossing it off the end line, trying to find Call, but it is cleared away by Alton.
Got cut off pretty hard there.
Yeah.
Not sure which Alton defender that was, but did a great job of staying with her so she couldn't get to it.
Yep. Throw-in comes quickly. Giannini finding it up onto the feet of Cerna. And eventually it'll make its way out over the end line and be a goal kick for Lila Cowan. Out there in the, I think you described it, Josh, as a seafoam green.
Yeah, it's
sort of color.
It's a very unique color, but
yeah.
I don't hate it.
Yep, Bonemeyer out there going away from the black jerseys.
It's kind of a UNC blue.
Going to a light blue color. Throw-in comes in, and Cowan will win the race with Call as... Why is it doing that?
Huh.
It went like gray.
Not sure.
Okay. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, pushing it forward is Stark, and Giannini will just play it back to Bonemeyer. And Page will launch it forward and come over some of the Alton defenders. Carly Call with it, and it's just played back now to Cowan, who will toe poke it forward. Giannini getting it to Call, and up now to Cerna. And Eliana with a little bit of space will look to work way forward. Goes off of the back of, I believe that was Durham, freshman defender for Alton, and there it goes again. Why is it doing that? I don't like that. I'll have to see if I can need to mess around with that or not. I'm hardwired in. It shouldn't be a connectivity issue. Anyway, we continue on here.
Apologize for any wind noise.
Yeah.
See the new lights across the field starting to kick in.
Yep, been turned on now. Will start to take effect here. Some more facility improvements here. As the shot from...
I think that's Call.
That was Call. Out to Cowan, but
picked up pretty easily.
Yeah, no real difficulty.
Some clouds starting to roll in here in Collins, so nothing too gnarly looking, but...
Yeah, it looks like, I think the slight chance of rain here later tonight as we've got a bit of a cold front coming through. Delahanty cleared away by Wilkerson, and now DeHadway making her way forward and got a one-on-one opportunity with Cowan, and a nice save by Cowan.
Kind of went in there with the
charging in, and yeah, to use the hockey term, that's essentially what it was. And the ball kind of pushed up forward by Barrera, and Cowan with it, and that'll get a nice hand from the red-clad fans in front of us.
Had no one else to help her, so she just had to go out and defend, and she did a great job to do that.
Yep. She will drop kick it forward, goes off of the foot of Judasak, and then
out of bounds.
Winds up corralling into the Alton bench. It'll be a throw-in for the Redbirds. No JV game before this. Alton don't quite have the numbers to do varsity and JV back to back, so doing what JV games they can. I know Collinsville played Alton before the Jabot game and won pretty comfortably. I believe the score was 5-0. As the varsity Redbirds making their way forward here as we're just past 8 minutes in here. Ball comes in off of the head of Muniz. Call does a good job shepherding and will launch it forward. And I don't think DeHadway was onside anyway, but Cowan will drop kick it forward. Giannini does a good job covering and able to be dispossessed by Delahanty.
Does a great job of just keeping purple jerseys away from it so they could move up the field.
Yep. Be a throw in here taken by Hernandez.
About the closest Alton's gotten to their goal, Collinsville's goal, this probably the whole game.
Yep. Throw in comes into the box, headed down, and able to push it up into the air is Cerna. Getting it forward, trying to find Hadway, and Judasak eventually comes up with it and launches it forward. Call trying to win the race, but again, Cowan comes out almost out to the 30-yard line, but able to play the ball, and Alton will play it forward, and that'll go off of the foot of
Van Dyke.
Yes. And it will be a throw in here for Alton. Wind continuing to blow here. So again, apologies if you do wind up hearing any of that on the
We have a little bit of it coming in over our headphones, so
yeah.
we assume you're hearing that too.
Judasak playing it over to the sideline, and nice job there by Hadway, able to chase it down. She'll play it back to Wilkerson. I think it's picking you. You need to close that door is what you need to do, Josh. Anyway, Muniz with it.
Yeah, Muniz with it. She'll drop it off intended for, I believe that's Eliana Cerna, but kind of deflected there by, I can't see a number. That is Claire Delanthe, but that'll be split up. And
Here comes Collinsville.
Sea-Doo Hadaway with it.
Trying to play it up. And eventually it'll wind up going out over the end line, I think. So it'll be a corner kick coming up here for Collinsville, which it'll
Yes, it
has been Judasak who's been taking these usually. As the Kahawks set to make their first substitutions here in a moment.
See some of the Collinsville's bigger players closer to the goal. See Carly Van Dyke, a couple of familiar faces.
Judasak with the cross in, comes in just over the head of, I think that was Barrera.
Bit too much gas.
Yep, and Hall
does a great job of staying with it.
in a scrap there, a lot of contact, and we will have a foul called on the Redbirds. So it'll be a free kick from Collinsville outside of the box. Going to be kind of corner adjacent here, so again, they'll have Judasak take it.
Pretty similar formation for Collinsville.
Yep, now we're going to go and mark off the line. Oh, three-woman wall for Alton. They'll back up a little bit. Judasak with the kick, curls in and into the net. Rylan Judasak.
The unassisted goal.
Unassisted goal off the free kick at the 12:01 mark with her second goal of the year, I do believe. And that'll make it 1-0 in favor of the Kahawks. Nice job there from Rylan. Kind of held up in the wind and curved its way into the back of the net.
Collinsville Kahawks goal scored by number 10, Rylan Judasak.
Well, that's a good way to get things going on offense. And we have a foul called on Melissa Garcia, who was one of those subs who came in for Collinsville. And it'll be a free kick here for Alton, which will be taken by, I think that's Hernandez down there.
Looking for a name, but I'm looking at the wrong roster.
Free kick comes in, and on the hop it will go right to Bonemeyer. And that's one of the more serious on-goal opportunities that any team has had against Collinsville so far this year. Garcia with it now for Collinsville. And played up, but defended well. And then Hernandez trying to play it forward for Stark, but unsuccessful in doing so. So it'll be a throw in here for Wilkerson. Looks to go short, playing it to Van Dyke. To Wilkerson. And coming over now to Muniz, pushing it forward. Goes off of Judasak and then picked up there by Dwiggins for the Redbirds. Up now to Delahanty, and it's taken away by Judasak, who will just send it back to Bonemeyer. And he'll launch it forward. Coming up, and that went off of Hernandez. Nice presence of mind there from DeHadway. So Collinsville will look to push forward again. Garcia with the throw-in, finding the foot of Mariana Everide, who also came in after the goal. And the ball launched forward by Alton, and Bonemeyer able to flip the field. Comes down onto the feet of Van Dyke. And playing it forward.
What a great pass.
Trying to get there that was Cerna, but Eliana unsuccessful, and so it'll be a throw-in coming up here for Alton. Or do they call it offsides? No, it will be a throw-in. Okay. And the throw-in will be taken by Hernandez again. Pretty young Alton team, just two seniors.
Two seniors.
Yeah. And a couple of
And
freshmen.
only 5 juniors, so.
And say a couple of freshmen in the starting lineup.
Just one freshman in the starting lineup for Collinsville, I believe.
None today.
What? Oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, none today. You have a couple of freshmen on the roster, a couple of freshmen who have played.
I was thinking Layla Wilkerson was a freshman, but
Nope, she's a sophomore.
as a senior, you don't remember anything, man.
Yeah.
Kind of forget what grade people are, unless they're a senior with you.
All pushed up forward by Judasak onto the feet of Garcia, and playing it up, trying to find a Hadway, but able to get there first is,
The Hadway.
or well,
They say it went off of the Hadway, so.
yeah, Peyton Delahanty making the play there. To Delahanty's relatively easy to spot with the bright red hair, Claire especially. Ball comes up to Wilkerson, and she gets run into, and that will be a foul. That will be charged to Delahanty, I think. So it'll be a free kick here. It'll be taken by Giannini from...
As some subs look to come in for Collinsville.
Yep.
Not sure.
Too far away for me to be able to pick out numbers. I think Reese Kaufman is one of them, and then the other one I'm not sure. Giannini launches it forward, bounces up into the 18-yard box, but Cowan able to get to it. And that'll be a...
Goal kick restart.
Well, not a goal kick, just... And that one up high, wind aided. Bounces down onto the feet of... That's Massey, I think. And coming up forward to Delahanty, Wilkerson right with her. Or that's Massey, excuse me. And Delahanty playing it forward, and it will be a throw-in for Alton, as we've got some subs set to come in here for both teams.
Collinsville substitution number 8, Reese Kaufman, number 24, Libby Barendrecht.
And Libby Barendrecht, okay, a little early. See her, Barendrecht, one of the freshmen, and then
Substitution number 13,
Elizabeth Sorby in for the Redbirds, a junior. It'll be a deep throw in taken down there by, you got a number over there, Josh?
That
Is her name
4, I think.
Yeah, so Hernandez does so, headed down by Van Dyke.
Right back to Hernandez.
And that took I think a favorable bounce for Collinsville, so that'll be another throw in from essentially in the corner.
Yeah.
Comes in, and off the head of Van Dyke, comes down onto the feet of Judasak, and Ryland will push it forward, and it will wind up going into the Collinsville bench. Nobody touched it, so it'll be a throw in for Alton here.
I believe that's Delahanty.
So we've got some
sort of...
just traffic direction, I think, on Alton's part.
Yeah.
And the throw-in will go over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick here for Bonemeyer. Page has played a game and a half and has not allowed a goal, as Collinsville have not allowed a goal, as we knock on some wood here. Bonemeyer kind of lob wedged that one a bit, pushed up into the midfield area. Barendrecht in there and popped up into the air. See the benefit of Alton. Delahanty with it, trying to play it up for, I think that's Massey. And Giannini able to push it forward. And a nice job from Barendrecht. Looking to make her way forward. Falls down of her own accord, and so able to get there.
I think she kind of stepped on the back of one of the Alton's heels and just kind of lost her balance and face planted.
Appears to be okay. And it was eliminated the immediate opportunity there.
Obviously, when you're moving that fast, it's kind of hard to catch your balance. If you have lose any sort of balance, you're pretty much going down.
Wilkerson pushing it forward, but looks like Peyton Delahanty will be able to get there for Alton, but a nice job there from Cerna, able to get around it and cross it in the middle, but a nice defense there from
not sure who that was, but
yeah, nice job from, I think that was Hernandez
yeah, I think
back
it was.
there.
I think it was Hernandez, and I'm not 22.
That would have been Claire Delahanty. Yep. Able to rotate back in and
help out their goaltender, who was kind of out of commission there for a second.
Barrera back in, giving Cerna a little bit of a rest, I do believe. And the throw-in will be taken here by Melissa Garcia. Coming in to Everett, back to Wilkerson. And Layla playing it up into the middle. Barendrecht had it for a moment, but it's cleared away by Alton. And Giannini stepping up and doing a good job, and we'll recycle it back to Muniz. And now launching it forward, trying to find DeHadway, or no, that's not DeHadway, sorry. That is not Hayden Reg who came in over there, number 11.
Not sure what number that is.
A little hard to tell.
As a bit of a side note, but the Cardinals pick up a 9-7 win on opening day over in St. Louis.
Yeah, we'll give you some a little more details on that at the halftime break. You got Kahok softball and baseball in action.
Yeah.
Collinsville playing down at the softball playing down at the sports complex against Belleville East, and baseball with their first
home game. Right?
No, their first game of the Memphis trip as they take on Lakeland Preparatory, Tennessee. That game scheduled to get underway here in about 10 minutes.
Obviously, they went 1-2 last year down there, or 2-1.
I think 2-2 down. They're 2-2 or 1-3 down there.
Yeah, because I know they. I don't remember which teams they beat.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, 4 games down there over the next 3 days.
Yeah, trip we've done this is the 30 year we've done it, correct?
That sounds right. All played up to Barrera, back to the soccer game, and pushing it forward. And Peyton Delahanty off of her feet, out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Barrera.
Waste 0 time, but she stepped over the line.
A foul throw-in or substitution for Collinsville as Carly Call come in, take the place of Everett. Alton will make a substitution as well, bringing in somebody to take the place of Hernandez.
Substitution number 2,
As Addison Stromat, freshman, comes in. Claire Delahanty with it, playing it up now for Anderson. Wilkerson with it now for Collinsville, able to maintain possession, trying to work it forward, but comes right back to her. Anderson leaving it for Cerna, and Cerna trying to get it up for Barrera. And the cross defended well by Anderson. Barrera had it back for a moment, but it'll come back now to Cerna. And Ellie, attempted cross deflected in. Cross from Barrera deflected. All knocked around, and Alton eventually able to cover it. Wilkerson with the steal, trying to push it forward, but that will go over the end line for a goal kick for Lila Cowan. Bit of a hectic sequence there, Josh.
Yeah, just couldn't really. Both Collinsville forwards were trying to get it across, get some sort of look on goal, but they just shut down a couple different times by the Alton defense.
Cowan will take the goal kick here. Does so. Comes off of feet of Massey. And popped up into the air. Call in there. Dueling with the just inserted Stromat. Muniz popping it up into the air. And the scramble around. Just up is a flock of geese. Forward, and ball goes out of bounds, or we have a foul called. It'll be to the benefit of Collinsville at any rate. As we are just about ready to go here. Free kick coming here from Giannini from right on the 30-yard line. Popped up into the air. Wilkerson had an opportunity, but it goes through everybody and will be
I thought it was off of an Alton defender. I thought it was going to be a corner kick.
Nope. Referees say no. It'll be a goal kick coming up here for Alton. As Carly Van Dyke comes back in, taking the place of
I think that's Ryland Judasak.
Judasak, yep.
Bit sweaty up here.
Yeah, it's a little warm temperature.
First outside sporting event I've been to in a minute.
Yeah, that's been to a few. Definitely warmer today, but temperatures set to drop a fair amount. We'll have temperatures back down into the, I think the high 50s, low 60s
yeah, it's like
tomorrow.
Low 60s is what I heard.
I mentioned the chance for overnight rain.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah,
though.
nothing too severe from what I've seen. And it looks like the weather for this weekend should be pretty pleasant.
Yeah, quite nice. I saw like mid-70s most of the week.
Or cold, maybe a little colder than that, but we'll see. Ball played up for Barrera, and some defensive pressure being applied there from start.
Handling it pretty well, though, but that'll be a
throw-in.
Throw-in for Collinsville.
Barrera will take it, trying to play it back over to Wilkerson, and we'll find Layla. And attempting to play it up to Barendrecht, but
she did too well.
Goes through to Cowan.
She hit her gap, but she hit it too well and couldn't find a Collinsville player.
Cowan, again, with the benefit of the wind, pushing it forward, but Giannini defends it well, playing it up, trying to for Wilkerson, but Layla fell over, and I'm going to say call would have been offsides anyway.
Which I believe she was.
So it'll be but it went through to Cowan at any rate.
Yeah,
so it'll be
doesn't really matter.
It'll be a goal kick coming up for Cerna, and then pushed up there by Stromat, and knocked out by Duhadway. It'll be a throw-in for Alton from in front of their bench. Pushed forward off the head of Van Dyke. And scramble forward, winds up going out of play. It'll be a throw-in for Collinsville. We'll bring in two substitutes.
See Quinn Hall and Carly Call back in.
As Barendrecht.
Or no, that's not Carly Call.
As to Hadway and Hall. And the throw-in.
Carly's already in.
Yep. Coming back in, trying to get it to Carly. Played back to... That is Massey. And now Hall trying to work it forward, and it's played up, go out of play and be a throw-in for Quinn from about 5 yards outside the 18, over on the far sideline. Throw-in comes into Call. And Call able to shake the defender, cross in, but nobody there wearing purple. And it is cleared away. All played up to Giannini. And we have a
Whistle. Not sure.
foul off the ball, I guess.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I missed that one. But it'll be a free kick for Alton, which will be taken by, I think that's Hernandez. Is that Hernandez again?
Sure. No. I don't know who that is, but that is not 4.
All right. I think that's Durham, actually, 15.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right. Call with it. Pushing forward. And a bit of a push there from Durham. Stays in play. No whistle blown. And kind of whiffing on it there was the Alton defender. Collinsville with it. Deflected around. Stays in play. And will come down onto the feet of one of the Alton players and then cleared out directly into the Alton bench by Addie Muniz, and will be a throw in here for the Redbirds as we approach not halfway, but 10 minutes to go, so 3/4 of the way through half number 1 here. Ball pushed forward and comes onto the feet of Delahanty for a moment, but Muniz is able to play it to Giannini, who will play it back to Bonemeyer, and Page will launch it forward, able to find the feet of Cerna, who does a nice job shaking her defender and playing it up for Barrera, who is on sides. Able to get the head down, and a shot winds up on goal, but not too much velocity on it, and so Cowan able to slide over and make the save. As Cowan punts it forward, goes off the head of Giannini and winds up rolling forward. And Cowan will come out to play it. Pushing it forward, but will go off of Delahanty and be a throw in here for the Kahawks. Throw in coming in, comes over the top of the Alton defender. And some contact in the box, and I think it'll be a foul on to Hadway, so a free kick for Alton. So Cowan will play it up for her sister, I think. It's either Sage Cowan or Durham. I think that's Durham, and Dwiggins will play it up for Stromat. Stromat trying to play it up for Anderson. And the ball comes forward, but Van Dyke able to get control of it for Collinsville. Wilkerson up into the middle, intercepted there by Massey and played forward, but it'll roll all the way to Bonemeyer, and Page launches that one forward, goes off of Garcia to Call, and then off of Garcia, winds up coming back to Carly. And playing it back now to Van Dyke. Some pressure applied there from Sage Cowan. And now Anderson with it. She'll slow things up and try and set up an offensive attack here for Alton. Takes it herself, pushing it forward, goes off of Muniz. Then pushed forward and finding the feet of Delahanty, crossed into the middle. And nice shepherd there from Barrera. And it will be Wilkerson who will play it up into the field and find a wide open Garcia. Garcia getting it to Call and leaving it for Cerna. We'll see if the Kahawks are able to get a counterattack going here.
Oh, what a
Chipped
pass.
on, and opportunity here. Quinn Hall will have an opportunity here. And defended, able to get around Cowan, but not able to get to the ball after that, and so it will be a goal kick.
Good momentum for Collinsville, but just a bit too much speed for Hall, and she got, like Zach said, got around the defender and then ran out of room.
Judisak coming back in for Collinsville, taking the place of Garcia. All comes in, played over here for
Went out of bounds off of the Alton player, so.
Bean, I think that was. Has played forward, and now back to Wilkerson. Into the middle of the field now for Van Dyke. Trying to play it forward, but Alton intercept. And Massey with some room, playing it up in the direction of Delahanty, but Giannini wins the foot race and plays it back to Bonemeyer, who chips it up in the direction of the Collinsville bench. And will go out of bounds off of an Alton player. So it'll be a throw in here for Collinsville.
8:33 left to go here in this first half.
6.
Or 6:33, excuse me.
Wilkerson with it, trying to play it up the field for Barrera. And able to get a foot onto it was Avery Bean, but it's off of her. Throw-in comes in and play it over to Bean. And trying to play it up for Stark, but it's stolen away by Collinsville. Carly Call with the cross. Had to Hadway wide open, but a bit too strong. And Massey with it, has it stolen away by Muniz, and now Addy will look to push forward.
Great footwork there from Addie Muniz.
Yep, Anderson with it, and nice
Rip.
step there from
Quinn Hall.
And now Quinn will play it up
But they're
to
offsides.
Barrera, but offsides.
Very, very much offsides.
And that actually was Cerna, excuse me. Yeah, that's a couple of times now, but Collinsville trying to be aggressive offensively.
Still early in the year, obviously some things to work out, but the idea is definitely there. And obviously it's been effective so far this year, obviously. Keep winning, so
Yeah. All played
best
up.
start in a while for the girls soccer team here at Collinsville.
Van Dyke with it, getting it over now to Wilkerson. Playing it up now to Judasak. Ryan with it at the logo, has some space. And pushing forward, trying to get Barrera going on a run, but too much on it. And we'll go through to Cowan. And it'll be another drop punt from her. Plays up forward. Giannini able to slow it down enough. And we'll just play it back to Bonemeyer. Page pushing it forward, able to find Van Dyke. Up to Muniz, and now over to Hall on the wing, and trying to play it up now forward to Hadway. Hadway looking to use her speed. And
Nothing.
a lot of contact, but no foul called, and it will be a goal kick, it looks like. Collinsville will make a substitution. Looks like Everwright back in.
Collinsville substitution number 7, Mariana Everwright.
Taking the place of Call. And we'll play that right forward roll. Barrera pushing forward and able to recover it, playing it now and able to get it to Cerna. Cerna playing it back to Giannini, and now over to Muniz. And Muniz will play it forward, trying to spring Hall, but to Hadway, able to get to it first, and gets...
We'll have a whistle.
And that'll be a stoppage here
Stoppage
with
of the clock,
3:11.
so
Is this going to be a penalty kick?
I believe it will be.
All right.
So do Hadaway.
So Hadway draws the foul, and it looks like they're going to have
Judasak, yeah.
take it here at 3:11
Wasting zero time.
to go. Well, the clock stopped here, so here we go. Right underway, and the shot from Judasak is in for a goal.
Make it 2-0 Collinsville.
And at the 36:49 mark. Rylan Judasak makes it 2-0 in favor of the Kahawks.
Collinsville Kahawks' second goal of the game scored by number 10, Rylan Judasak. Time of the goal, 36:49. Judasak on the PK, her second of the game.
Oh, yeah, that is her second goal of the game.
Second goal of the game. Second one coming off of a stoppage set piece. Got the free kick to go in straight away earlier, and now with the penalty kick after DeHadway was fouled in the box.
Cowan will go all the way over there and pick that one up. She'll kick it off to restart.
Yep. All pushed up forward. Massey dueling with Hall and being out of play
Off
of Massey.
Yeah.
That'll be a throw in here for Collinsville, which will be taken by Muniz. And going low, trying to find Everett, and it goes out of play off of Everett. So it'll be a throw kick, free throw in, excuse me, for Alton here with just under 2 minutes to go here
That'd
in
be
our
an
first half of play.
I'm not exactly sure how you do that. Throw kick?
Yeah, I don't know. Slip of the tongue, we'll call it. Wilkerson with it, playing it back to Giannini. And over now to Muniz.
Sun's starting to peek out through the clouds back behind the press box here.
Starting to go down. And a little bit of an earlier start with no JV games, so.
Yeah.
And the days are starting to get longer. It is officially spring, although it feels more like summer today, and it might feel more like winter tomorrow.
Welcome to the
with
Midwest.
Yep, as that is just offside. So none of it matters. Just offsides was Cerna, I think, and it was pretty close, but I do think that is the correct call by the linesman. So with 1 minute to go here, it'll be a free kick for Alton. It'll be taken by, I think that's Peyton Delahanty.
If they get it off in time.
Yeah, they got time. Still 40 seconds left. Pushing it forward. Cerna able to get boot to ball, and Everett will have an opportunity here, playing it forward, but touch a little bit too strong, and so Cowan able to scoop it up with under 30 seconds to go now. And that one pops up into the air, but the wind will push it forward. Off of the head of Barrera. Anderson will head it down. Looking to make a push here, but Giannini will step up and launch it forward. DeHadway
10 seconds left to go.
battling with her opposite number, Stromat, and looking to get one last opportunity, but Cowan will launch it forward. And that will be the end of our first half of play. So, at halftime, we have a score of 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. We're going to go ahead and take a break here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. And we'll be back in a few minutes with the bit of a halftime show, some out-of-town scores and whatnot. We'll have that here for you in a bit on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. Want to catch some of the best live music in Collinsville from a band of all local area residents? Look no further than Sonically Pleasing. Sonically Pleasing with Tim Carlisle, Jim Cason, Logan Carlisle, and Caleb Tanzius play some of the best rock and roll hits from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and beyond. You can catch Sonically Pleasing at some of the area's finest venues, as well as book Sonically Pleasing for your private event or party. To put some music in your life, it's Sonically Pleasing. Check out Sonically Pleasing's Facebook page for upcoming live show dates and to book them for your special event, or call to book that event at 618-401-0052. Pleasing live rock music for your ears. Sonically pleasing. 618-401-0052. That's 618-401-0052. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
We welcome you back to Kahok Stadium. Zach Roseman here with you. We're at halftime between Collinsville and Alton. We've got a 2-0 score in favor of the Kahawks here. Rylan Judasak with both goals coming off of set pieces. We got some out-of-town scores for you, or well, across-town scores in one instance. Collinsville softball in action against Belleville East, a game that they wound up losing 12-1 to the Lancers. Faye Fairchild and Presley Thomas each with 2 hits. As big damage done for Belleville East came in a 5-run third inning. Kahok baseball team in action as well, down at the Memphis tournament and find themselves up 4-0 already. So not as good a start as you can ask for. Logan Odell with a grand slam. First home run of the year, so that's pretty cool. And some other scores for you. Father McGivney all over Marquette in baseball today. 23-1. The final on that one. And see. See here. As Swick women's basketball ended their season with a loss to Eastern Arizona in the second round of the JUCO National Tournament, finishing the year at 32-1. Monterey softball winners over Wesleyan 12-2. Centralia baseball beats Salem 12-0. And that is all for you. The Cardinals won on opening day, 9-7 over the Tampa Bay Rays on the back of a 8-run bottom of the 6th inning. J.J. Weatherholt with a home run. Alec Burleson goes 3 for 4 with a home run. Matthew Liberatore with 5 solid innings of work. And Ryan Stanek, despite making it a little interesting, will pick up the save. We're going to go ahead and take one more break here on the Kahok Broadcast Club Network. And when we come back, we'll have second half action for you here in just a bit.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahok Sports Network, as well as the Kahok Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit BenjaminFEdwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
We welcome you back here into Kahawk Stadium, getting ready to start second half action up. Zach Roseman and Josh Roseman here with you. Kahawks up 2-0. Your thoughts on the first half before we get underway here, Josh?
Obviously, a very strong showing from junior forward Rylan Judasek for the Kahawks, obviously having both goals on the season, or during the game. Obviously, pretty strong first half for Collinsville. I mean, obviously, there's a couple of things. Obviously, there was I want to say probably about 5 offside calls against Collinsville, which definitely hurts a little bit because there's some pretty strong scoring chances. It's just something to work on. And, I mean, obviously, like I said earlier, it's still early in the year, but something that you definitely want to improve on.
Collinsville now going with the wind, shooting to the north goal, or to the left of screen as you all are watching.
Sun just starting to fall behind the tree line.
Yep, as we have a
bit of a push and shove, but no whistle.
Now we have a whistle. I think they're going to try and play advantage to Collinsville for a moment, but now we'll bring it back, and so it'll be shut the door again, Josh. It'll be a free kick here for Giannini. And played forward, trying now to find Cerna. And Ellie able to keep it in bounds, but Alton able to regain possession. And now it's played forward here off the head of Muniz. Anderson with it, playing it up for Delahanty. And now playing it over now for Sage Cowan. And now played up trying to find Hall, but a little too far out in front of Quinn. And so it'll be a throw in here for Alton, which will be taken by Avery Bean. Bean throws it in forward off of the head of Muniz. DeHandway with it, being matched up pretty well with by Peyton Delahanty. And
Another offside call against Collinsville.
yep, trying to play it forward to Barrera, but in offsides is just trying to, just kind of pinching forward a little bit onto the ball is the Alton back line, which leaves openings, but you got to time your run well.
Yeah.
Ball launched forward and comes off of Judasak up into the air. Probably kind of going into the sun if you're looking this way. Nice play back there by Wilkerson, clearing it out all the way into the new long jump pit area. We'll probably see used at the Collinsville Invitational.
It's coming up
Coming
here
up
in a
in-
couple weeks.
Well, a little over a month. Yeah, they're, I believe, the 9th of May.
Yeah.
Throwing for Alton, comes down into the box. Scramble for it, and somebody there for Alton able to make a play on it. And Bean touched it, but it went over the end line and before she, over the sideline before she touched it. So it'll be a throw in for her. Playing it up off of Muniz. And then goes off
Quinn
Dwiggins. Well, Quinn Hall, Dwiggins in the area as well. And so it'll be a throw in for Bean once again. Alton trying to apply a little bit of pressure here. Winds up going over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick here for Bonemeyer. A low line drive, intercepted by Alton, and Delahanty here with it. Trying to play it forward, defended pretty well by Cerna. And Cerna trying to play it up the sideline for call, but winds up going out of play. So it'll be a throw in here for Stromat.
That is number 9. So
Bean again. Okay. Massey with it. Van Dyke able to play it up for Cerna. Cerna with some space and just trying to play it forward to territory. Carly Call trying to make a run, but able to get there first for Alton. And playing it over the end line is, I think that was Peyton Delahanty. Collinsville looking to go fairly quickly here. Cerna with it, now played forward. And nice job there by Muniz, able to dispossess Claire Delahanty, but unable to keep it in bounds. So it'll be actually got a foul called. So it'll be a free kick here for Giannini from about 40 yards out and probably about 5 yards in. Chipped up into the air, up into the top of the 18-yard box. Comes down onto the foot of Van Dyke, but it goes over the sideline. It'll be a throw-in for Collinsville, which will be taken by,
believe that is Eliana Cerna.
yes, that is Cerna. Cerna's throw-in, trying to find Judasak. Delahanty with it, playing it up to Anderson, who's able to get around Muniz, at least for a moment. and playing it forward, trying to gain territory. It stays in bounds for a moment, but Giannini will just let it go over the sideline. So a little bit of a gain of territory for Alton, if nothing else. Collinsville will maintain possession. Muniz forward off of the head of Delahanty, played up, and it'll be a throw-in again for Addy from a little bit farther forward. Does so, and Delahanty kind of took a weird spin,
Looks
but
like a bicycle kick almost.
yeah, unintentional, but stays in the field of play. Muniz will step forward, trying to play it up for Wilkerson, but that goes off
The back of
Bean. Collinsville moving a little farther forward again. Muniz playing it up into the midfield. Van Dyke in the area, battling out with Anderson, but Giannini here with it, playing it over for Wilkerson, who, nice job there, maintaining possession up to Van Dyke in the midfield, and offsides again are Collinsville. I swear that's about the 8th.
I think it's the 7th at least.
And
I said something about it at the start of the half, and I was like, something we need to work on, and there's already been 2 in the first 7 minutes.
Yeah,
so
I don't know that more than 1 or 2 have been called for.
I don't know if any have been called for
Collinsville all year in the Staunton or Jabot games.
I don't think there's been a single one on Alton today.
Well, Alton haven't had a ton of opportunities.
Well, I guess that's fair, but
throw in comes off of Judasak to Van Dyke. Up now to Cerna and playing it forward to Hadway, trying to get there, but Cowan wins the race. Played up to Muniz. Muniz trying to play it forward, bounces around, comes down onto the feet of Call. And solid defense there from Peyton Delahanty. Comes up across now to Wilkerson over here. Far side, playing it now to Cerna. Over now to Muniz, who has definitely pushed forward a little more.
yeah. She's done a great job, though.
Yep, recycled over now to Wilkerson. Trying to play it up the line over on the far side for, I think that's Barrera over there. And it takes an awkward hop and stays in play, and it'll be a shot and a goal for Carly Call.
I mean, what a great save at first.
Yeah, able to. I thought that honestly that was in.
Yeah, I thought it crossed the line, but no, she kept
Yes,
it in front of her, and then, but unfortunately, Carly Cole was right there.
Yep, and so a goal at 48-19. Carly Call with the goal, and that makes it 3-0 in favor of Collinsville. Back underway here.
Collinsville Kahok's third goal of the game, scored by number 20, Carly Call. Time of the goal, 48-19, Call. Substitution for Alton is number 13, Elizabeth Sorby.
Elizabeth Sorby back in for the Redbirds. Now it comes in. Bounces down. Pushed forward. And played up. Gets past Quinn Hall, but nobody there in a white jersey either. And so Muniz will just play it to the sideline. It'll be a throw in here for the Redbirds, which again will be taken by Avery Bean. Bean throws it in. Judasak and Anderson tangled up, but Giannini able to find the ball and play it over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson up into the middle of the field now for Judasak, and Judasak playing it up to Call, and now to Hadway with an opportunity, and we'll have a shot on goal here, and it's in! Coast to coast for Collinsville.
Like some butter on toast.
Yeah, that was pretty good to Hadway with it. And they are going to, okay, score the goal. All right. So at 49-43, so just over a minute, DeHadway continues her strong start to the year and picks up her
fifth?
Yeah, fourth or fifth, yeah.
Because I know she had a hat trick in that Westland game, or Staunton game.
Yep, I think she had one against her bow, too.
She's just a sophomore, so.
Yeah, certainly been an
a name to watch out for when it comes to Collinsville soccer.
Ball popped well up into the air.
Just right in the hands of Paige.
And Bonemeyer able to get to it. Pushing forward. Alton trying to. And able to push up onto the feet of
that was Bean. Or no.
I think that was Dwiggins.
13. Or
maybe
12?
Sorby. Yeah, 12, I think, Dwiggins, as Garcia goes down. And
have a free kick.
Yeah, there's a...
Need trainer coming out.
A little... able to get up onto her feet.
They called out Amanda Bauer, but
yeah, so
she seems all right. I think she just kind of got
tripped
up.
Able to make her way off the field under
maybe
under her own power. But
strained something a little bit, but obviously
looking to be
all prayers to her.
Yeah, and able to get off the field under her own power. Maybe a little gingerly, so we'll have a substitute have to come in forward as they did bring the trainer out.
See, couple.
So
that's Maddie.
So Everett.
Substitutions number 7, Mariana Everett. Number 11,
Hayden Reg.
Number 22, Allison
and Allison Barrera. And as well. And drop ball to Alton. And Kaufman here with it, playing it up for Judasak, who gets taken down by Anderson. And Rylan a little slow to get up, but it appears that she's okay.
Pain in her right ankle, it seems.
Yeah, free kick will be taken here
by Giannini.
By Ashley. And just launching it forward, trying to time the run well, but Cowan, and that'll be a foul.
On Elliot.
Yeah, that'll be a foul. I would say Cowan had the ball, and then the console player kind of just ran into her. So yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
good on Eliana for just. I mean, the ball got loose. She went for it, but she caused it to get loose.
Knocked it loose herself. So will be a free kick for Cowan. No card issued, but definitely an infraction as Eliana tries to push it forward, but
go off of her feet.
Off of her feet. It'll be a throw in here for Kahok, as we got to track a ball down here.
See Cowan get one and kick it over.
Yep. This is pretty much all the field in shadow now, but not really, wouldn't really call it dark yet.
No, there's still plenty of daylight. You could turn the lights off and still be able to see.
As we are past the 7 o'clock hour here. That ball went off of Everett over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick here for Cowan once again. That is still number 1 out there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Cowan still.
Yeah.
That seafoam green.
Yep. I'm electing to play it short. Play through the defenders. Jabot did a decent amount of this in their game. Played up, and that goes off of the feet of Delahanty, so it'll be a throw in here for Wilkerson. Playing it up now for Judasak. Rylan able to get it to Barrera and trying to get it up to Everett, but that is just offsides. I swear that's about 9 now, but again, that one was. So it will be a free kick here. It'll be taken by Peyton Delahanty, I think. Launching it forward. Left-footed strike. Kind of a scramble for the ball. And Anderson able to play it forward for the Redbirds, and that goes off of Cerna, who's kind of slid. I think a little bit of a formation change here for Collinsville, kind of going a 4-back.
Yeah.
So
Collinsville substitution
carry
number
on
20,
here.
Carly Call.
Carly
Substitution number 2, Addison Stromat.
Stromat back in for Alton. Carly Call back in for the Kahawks. As the throw-in comes in, down into the 18-yard box, then back out. Wilkerson able to play it up and launching it forward, but going wide of the net. And that will roll all the way out over the sideline, so it'll be a throw-in actually for Collinsville.
Went from one side of the field to the other.
Yeah, wind starting to die down a little. Still
kind of coming at us now.
Yeah. On forward and a shot on here, and again a really nice shepherd there from Wilkerson.
Honestly, that's probably about the best look that Alton's had all day.
We approach 25 minutes to go here. Onemeyer will punch it forward, comes off of the foot of Barrera. Nice step there from Bean, I think that was. Up now to Sorby. And now Delahanty with it. Double teamed by Barrera and Muniz. Push forward, Judasak with it. And up off of one of the Alton defenders. Played it up here for Delahanty, but too far for Sorby to get to, so it'll be a throw-in again for Muniz. And that goes right up the sideline, intended for Hayden Reg, but it'll go out of play. Throw-in now coming for Bean. Throw-in comes in. Comes down, Giannini with it. And played out of bounds off of the foot of Massey. So a throw-in here for Collinsville. Push forward here, and then again out of bounds off of Alton, so again a throw in here for Muniz. Playing it forward, bounces over Everett and comes down for Durham. And recycling it over to Hernandez. And the ball eventually winds up coming all the way forward to Bonemeyer, and Page able to pick it up without any difficulty. Thank you. All right, worked around in the middle of the field. Van Dyke fighting for it for Collinsville. We continue on here. Kahawks trying to make a run here. And coming out of the box is Count and trying to play it up. But it finds the sideline, so it'll be a throw-in from Collinsville. As we push forward here in a 4-0 ball game. Throw-in coming back to Wilkerson. And Layla will play it into the middle of the field for Giannini, playing it up for Kaufman. Reese trying to cross into the middle, but Everett wasn't onside. And so it'll go over the end line, be a goal kick for Collinsville as the Kahawks will make a substitution here. Van Dyke out.
Collinsville substitution number 23, Eliana Serna.
And Cerna comes back in. Cowan electing to play it short once again. Coming up to Bean. Delahanty to Muniz. And Delahanty able to get it back is Claire. Playing it forward. And Giannini will go ahead and play it back to Bonemeyer. And Bonemeyer will launch it forward. And just played out of bounds there by the Alton defender, and so it'll be a throw in here for Collinsville from in front of their bench as
Collinsville substitution number 15, Quinn Hall.
Quinn Hall comes back in, taking the place of Reese Kaufman. Alton substitution as well, as number 6 maybe, Jane Ozark.
I have no idea.
Alton substitution number 3, J.C. Dwiggins.
That is J.C. Dwiggins, actually, the backup goalkeeper. Come in and play the field. All pushed forward. All played up and over the sideline, but it'll be a throw in for Alton from kind of about the beginning of their bench, probably. Pushed forward, off of the head of one of the Kahok players. Alton trying to push it forward. Cerna with it, and she is fouled. So Eliana will leave the free kick for Giannini. Ashley launches it forward, and Cowan will let it roll to her. As we are just past halfway through the second half of action, in our final broadcast of the week,
As Kahok baseball will fall 2-1 against Granite City.
that was JV
Or volleyball, I mean.
Boys volleyball lost in 3 to Granite City.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that Granite City were able to get a set off of Belleville East, so seems like the Warriors off to a decent start, and the Collinsville are right back at it tomorrow at the
Can give you a score to that if you give me 1 second.
Belleville East tournament.
27-25, 25-19, 25-21.
So pretty
good game.
pretty competitive volleyball game. As we carry on here, get you a quick update on the baseball team here real quick. Got off to a pretty good start. As
Collinsville
still find themselves
substitution number
leading
5, Lissa Garcia.
4-2 in the bottom of the second. Chaos with most of their damage coming on a Logan Odell grand slam. First home run of the year for the Kahawks. As we have a substitute coming in here for Collinsville. As Everett will come out, replaced by can't quite get a number from here.
I think that's...
Is that Baron direct back?
Yeah, I think so.
24?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
The light's starting to take some full effect.
Yep. A little bit of a shot towards the goal by Kaufman.
Kind of a knuckleball. Never really got very far off the ground, but had enough speed on it that was a bit tricky to deal with.
Yep. Cowan will play it forward, cleared out by
Collinsville
Jude
substitution
Sack.
number 24, Libby Barendrat.
And we'll have a foul called on one of the Alton players, and so a free kick which will be taken by Judasak from this range with the wind.
Looking for the hat trick.
Yep, from about 40 yards out, and pretty much in the exact middle of the field.
Yeah, about 43 yards out.
And shot on goal, but Cowan...
Had quite a bit of velocity behind it, but Cowan got right in front of it, so...
Be a drop punt from her. Stays pretty low to the ground. And Cerna nearly had it. And we'll say Cerna actually got a piece of it, so it'll be a throw in for Alton here. pushing it forward. Coming down off of the feet of Baron Drecht. And Massey with it, recycling it over to, I think that was J.C. Dwiggins. And there'll be a throw in here for Collinsville. Wilkerson trying to get it up into the middle of the field, but Delahanty with it for a moment, but a nice step from Judasak. And Hall playing it up in the direction of Hall, and I think we had a handball there committed.
I think it was
or the Reg, sorry, 11, not 15. And so it'll be a free kick. Will be taken here by Sage Cowan. Or no, sorry, that's not. It's Hernandez, just 4, not 14. Comes down off of Garcia. Trying to push it forward. Delahanty playing it back, and Wilkerson will launch it forward, trying to spring Cerna on the run.
Possession will be in favor of Collinsville, but
yep, so we are under 15 minutes to go now. And half.
I have a whistle in favor of Alton.
Yep, foul committed by one of the Collinsville players. Free kick will be taken here. I think by Peyton Delahanty again. Playing up towards, that is Claire. Now trying to work it forward, but Bonemeyer will watch it go over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick for the junior as the K-Hawks will make another substitution. Out of the game comes Cerna, replaced by
Collinsville substitution number 12, Eliana Peck.
as Eliana Peck, another freshman, makes her first appearance of the day.
What number is she?
Number 12.
For Collinsville?
Yes. There's nice defense there from Wilkerson, playing it back to Giannini. And Ashley will launch it forward, but it's brought down, and there it goes again. I haven't done it for a while, but that was rather annoying. There we go. All right. Continuing along here. And actually, a bit of a dangerous play here. Giannini played forward, and Collinsville maybe wanting a handball, but not granted, and be pushed out by Wilkerson. It'll be a throw-in for Alton. Now it's... Oh, why is it... Shouldn't be frozen. All right, what's the issue here? Why is it all jittery? Apologies here, folks. We're going to try and figure this out.
So we will have a Alton corner kick.
I believe they're first of the game.
Yes.
Let's see here.
The extra point is good.
There we go. All right, so I think it's behaving now. Sorry, the camera was having some slight issues, but I think we got it. I think it's behaving now. So we
Collinsville substitution back in the game, number 17.
Carly Van Dyke back in for
I
Collinsville.
think she'll take the place at Judasak.
Yep. All played forward. As hard but clean challenge from Muniz, then she is fouled by Sage Cowan. So it'll be a free kick here for Collinsville. Be taken by Giannini from just behind midfield. With about 11 minutes to go here. A little over. All played on. Comes down, and Kahok player able to get a foot onto it, but Cowan able to scoop it out before any further issues. So it'll be a goal kick. Right back here to Collinsville, and Anderson with it in the middle of the field. Pushing it forward now is Muniz. Playing forward by Giannini. And Bonemeyer playing it forward up in the direction of Cerna. Played back to Bonemeyer. About 10 to go now. Coming up on 10 minutes to go now. All pushed forward. Muniz to Garcia to Hall. Goes out of play off of Quinn, so it'll be a throw in here. Taken by Bean once again. And playing it forward to Muniz, up now to Hall, and attempted through ball, deflected, comes back to Quinn. And pushing it forward and pushed out. There'll be a throw in here for Collinsville, as the Kahoks will bring in some substitutions. Hall and Reg out, replaced by
I have no idea.
Kaufman and
Number 8
yeah, 8 is Kaufman
and 24.
Barendrecht back in. That would make sense. All right. Trust your eyes, Josh. Throw in coming again from Muniz.
Council substitutions number 8, Reese Kaufman, number 18, Riley Pace.
Oh, no, Riley Pace.
18.
Home substitution number 12, Jillian Dwiggins.
As Jillian Dwiggins re-enters for the Redbirds. Cowan launches it into the night sky. And comes back to Cowan again. Nice step there from Muniz. Playing it up to Cerna. And Cerna gets pushed down. A free kick from about 43 yards away.
Looks like Giannini will take this one.
Yeah.
Just over 8 minutes left to go here.
Popped up into the air. Comes down off of a Kahok player's head. Scramble in the net, but it goes wide of the goal. Last touch by a Kahok, so it'll be a goal kick for Cowan. As Judasak and somebody come back in. As Barendrecht and Cerna head to the bench. Judasak into Hadway back in. All played forward by Alton. Able to get it up into the midfield. Playing it over now for Delahanty, up to Anderson. Trying to spring it forward for Massey, but nice job there by Eliana Peck. Sliding into that right back role now. Be a throw in here for the Kahawks. Alton able to get possession and maybe push forward here, but that's deflected, I think, off of Giannini and roll all the way over here over the near side sideline. Throw in will be taken,
I think that's Bean.
by Bean again. Pushing it forward off of the head of Delahanty. And off of the head of Delahanty.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's a little bit of a disagreement there between the center referee and the linesman, but I think that was the correct call. DeHadway with it, has it taken away from her by Sorby. Nice step by Muniz, and Anderson does a good job keeping it in. And now
Hattie can handle the ball very well.
Yep, and played over, and it'll be off of. Is that
Yes, they'll say that.
Riley Aller? Is that number 6?
They never said anything about her coming in.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who. Judasak with the ball at any rate. Plays it forward. No, that's Kaufman. That's who that was. Okay. Played over on the far side, and Aliana Peck able to push it forward into the Collinsville defensive zone, and will wind up just getting played back to Cowan. Launched into the midfield. Comes down onto the feet of Judasak, and I think DeHadway. Well, I thought DeHadway would have been offsides, but no signal from the linesman. Peyton with it, paying it back now to Kaufman, and attempts to put something on goal, but it goes well wide, and it'll be another goal kick for Lila Cowan. With 5 minutes now to go here in this Southwestern Conference opener. Collinsville are back in action next. Take a minute to talk about that. Sorry, stand by. Keep talking here, Josh.
As Alton will throw the ball back in, but DeHadaway will find a way to break that up, and bit of a chance here for Collinsville, but Cowan will quickly shut that down and will have a drop kick to restart the action here. She'll do just that, and
all right, Collinsville back in action Saturday afternoon, actually, with the makeup of what was supposed to be the season opener, as they will go to Granite City.
let Zach take over on play-by-play.
Yeah, that game was postponed due to cold weather. It's going to be made up Saturday, which looks like that is a 3:30 start time out at Gene Baker Field. If any of you all are interested in going to watch it. The ball crossed in. Cowan able to push it forward, and one of the Alton defenders will sky it up out of the 18-yard box. Bean trying to keep it in, but unsuccessful in doing
it's
so.
not Bean, that's 15.
Oh, sorry, that is, no.
13.
Sorby. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, throwing from Muniz. Coming in now off of the foot of Kaufman. And with some space and opportunity here is Sorby. And offsides
There's one for all.
is Massey.
That's probably about 10 combined.
Somewhere in there now. As
The new light's starting to take effect.
yeah, it seems like it's the actual field surface is brighter, but there's not as much extraneous light.
Like, I feel like
It's
the light around the field is darker.
yes.
Like, there's not as much surrounding light. But the light on the playing surface is brighter.
Yes.
And it's definitely more of an LED light. It's not as...
Yeah. So and I'm sure the effect will even come as this is half and half, so this is kind of a
Yeah, this side of the field definitely seems more yellow
it's
than that side.
Yeah, so we are in the process of getting new lights installed, and we still have the seems like they've got the one
On the two on the opposite side of the field are done, but the
are
two
done. They're the one over here is completely done. It's mostly done on the
I think that one's
left.
done too. I just don't know why that one's blue and this one isn't.
Yeah. As
Offside.
another offside.
It's probably about 10 there for Collinsville now.
Yep, as we are under 2 minutes to go here. Rapidly approaching the end of things. But we'll see if Alton are able to get anything going here. Or if Collinsville can pick up a late 5th goal as they did against Chabot. All pushed forward. As Van Dyke pushing it up for Peck and trying to play it forward for call, I think. Sorry about that, folks. As all gets drop kicked in.
1 minute remaining in the second half. 1 minute.
As we reach the 1 minute to go mark. Scramble for it. Kaufman able to. That opening goes out of bounds off of Alton with 35 seconds to go. As Collinsville will look to improve to 3-0. Mentioned they'll be back in action Saturday at Granite City. As for Alton, as a shot from Judasak is through the uprights and good.
Good for 3 points.
And that will end things. Alton also in action Saturday as they will host Triad, but that will wrap things up. Final score, Alton 4, Collinsville nothing. Kahok goals from Judasak twice, Call, and Hadway. Another strong defensive showing from the Kahawks. 3 straight shutouts. Not a lot of not a whole lot of work for Bonemeyer there.
No, I mean, she had probably about 4 saves, but
none of them were.
Her defensive end was, well, the defense for Collinsville made up of Giannini and Addy and a couple other people did a very good job.
Yeah, so that'll wrap things up. Collinsville will start 1-0 in conference, start 3-0 on the year.
Feels pretty good, I bet.
Yeah, probably. I think it's been
at least probably about 10 years.
Yeah, they're coming up on 10 years since that's happened. So, nice start for the Kahawks, and we'll see how things go from here. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up. This is it for broadcast for us for this week. We'll be back at you next week. We'll have our first look at the boys volleyball team next Wednesday, as the boys.
Who are now 1-1?
Now 1-1, but they got the tournament this weekend, so we'll see how that goes.
That's over in St. Louis?
No, that is at Belleville East.
At Belleville East.
Yeah, play teams from 3 states. They got Missouri, Illinois, and Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah.
Opponents. So we'll see how things go. We'll be sure to post updates on the Kahawk Sports Network Facebook page as we receive them. But until then, it's good night from Collinsville. We'll be back for volleyball next Wednesday as they take on Freeburg. First-year program, I believe, for the midgets. So
yeah.
Curious to see how that looks. But until then, everybody take care and have a great rest of your evening.